Okay, friends, we are. Let's see, oh, getting too hot. Coding overload. All right. Oh, 60 frames. That's too hot. No, that's all right. Okay, well, I think we're back. We're going to be United will be the visitors in this game. We're going to look at about a 1:55 start. I think we're already on the clock. So again, these games are an hour and 20 minutes. Probably so. Maybe on that, right there on that side. They're not in anybody's way. Set up in the shade this time, so hopefully everybody at home is getting a clear shot. Texas Elite is from Southeast Texas area. Leadoff batter is Grace Dicker, number 4, third baseman. Right-handed pitcher for Texas Elite. Brings the curveball in for strike 1 inside. It's a good pitch. Again, if that wind gets to be too annoying, y'all let me know and I'll see if I can't turn it down a little bit. So 1-1 is the count on the leadoff batter here in the top of the first. Astros, last I checked, were losing 2-1. They're playing Seattle today again for the third game. They're 2-0 on the season. Dranke has pitching responsibilities today for the Stros. So they're trailing 2-1. Gave up 2 in the first game. I think 2 in the second. Grace Dicker hits one in the gap. She's pretty quick. They don't call her Cheetah for nothing. She thinks about taking second on the overthrow. Shortstop makes a good backhanded play. Fires to the first baseman, but ball up the line a little bit, having to rush that throw with Cheetah hauling booty down the line, and throw gets past the first baseman, but she got a glove on it, so it didn't go too far, and Grace has to hold her spot there at first base. So leadoff runner aboard for United, Olivia Finley, the shortstop, I believe, at the plate. Olivia looks at a strike on the outside. United successful in their first game this morning after an hour and a half delay. They defeated XLR8 by a score of, I believe it was 5-3. Olivia thinks about a power slap there. Third baseman crashing pretty hard, assuming Olivia was going to bunt, but pitch low and away. Count even now at 1-1. Grace Dicker at first base, as I mentioned in the first game, headed to McMurray. One of the 3 commits for United so far. Ella Weinheimer not with the group. She's pitched for Gulf Coast Bombers over the weekend up in Oklahoma, and they took a little family time. But Kimmy Earls are at summer camp with her church this week. She's headed to Nevada. Grace makes a good decision there. Ball in the dirt, and Grace quickly on second base with a 3-1 count to Olivia here. So runner in scoring position now for the shortstop. It's going to be Junior at the plate. Grace going to be a freshman, as I mentioned, at McMurray. Olivia lays off the pitch upstairs, so that'll put the first 2 runners aboard for United, and Avery, who has been seeing the ball well this weekend, will come to the plate. I know she hit a, well, I shouldn't say that. I believe she hit a double in the first game. Should have been keeping stats, but I was not. That ball upstairs as well, so lead off ball 1 to Rachel at the plate. Try to keep you guys at home as confused as possible with Avery's name. Some people call her Avery. Some of you know better. Oh, she attempts the bunt. Dad smiling over there down the third base line. The 1-1. Strike on the outside. Was here 2 weekends ago, 107 degrees. Last weekend, 95 degrees. This weekend, 83 is what I had in the first game, but it's warmed up to 87 now. Next weekend, it may freeze. Pitch outside, load the, or even the count up, 2-2. Grace aboard at second base after a nice hit down the left side, and then Olivia walked on 5 pitches, and Rachel just picks up where she left off. That gets by the right fielder. That's going to score at least 2. That'll probably allow Snowman to reach third, and let's see. Yep, she'll hold up there with a single with an RBI at least. They might give her credit for the second one, but I think that second one will be attributed to the error in right field. So a single with a 2-bag error and an RBI, at least one. United takes a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. Catcher and umpire having a little friendly conversation at the plate. Oh, Desi almost rips one down, rips Coach Holland's direction. Taylor Jones for the new hot prospect for the Astros. Debuted today at DH spot. I'm not sure what he's done at the plate. I believe I saw him strike out just a minute ago, but 1-1 or I guess 1-1 goes the count on the outside pitch. Astros at the plate now in the bottom of the third, trailing 2-1. Oh, Desi does a good job of swinging at a pitch that probably was going to be a called strike. 99 for Texas Elite, made a good play on it. That ball gets past her, another run scores, but Desi first out of the game, and that'll bring Aubrey Mangold to the plate. Curveball outside, just a little. Pitch on its way, curveball in there for strike 1. Ball down and in. like maybe a screwball. Bray swings at the outside curveball. As I mentioned in the previous game, Bray she's a Bandera Bulldog. I believe she will be going into her sophomore year. Pitch on its way, curveball outside. That'll take the count full. Payout pitch on its way. Oh, swings at the high floater. That'll bring to the plate a strong hitting Madison Wright. She's just been racking up the base hits here. Good to see future of United pretty bright. Madison, one of the freshman 14U ladies playing on this team this weekend. Compilation of 14, 16, and 18. Small town softball. Gotta grab them wherever you can find them, especially the good ones. It's a short chopper to the shortstop and pulls over for the third out, but not before United can pick up 3 runs. So after a half inning of play, Navy leads at 2-0. Texas Elite coming up. Say hello to family and friends that are watching, the Holland family back home, usually tuning in. Assume that's the case. Finleys, Hinkies, Shoes. Anybody else out there watching? Pass the info along to some of the families from Texas Elite. They're a little ways from home, so hopefully they're able to watch as well. Oh hey, Uncle Chuck. Chuck Chesler. Speaking of Bandera. Good to hear from you, bud. Hope Miss Cammie's doing well. Cammie sure hit the cover off the ball last weekend when we were here. Good throw there by Miss Maddie Wright behind the dish. She was the last batter in the inning there. As I mentioned, she's been hitting the ball well. Everybody at home will say, well, that's why you never say that. As soon as you make mention of how well they're hitting the ball, they don't get a hit. So I'll take the blame for her last at bat. Defensively for United, Rachel Avery Holland in the circle fires a dart upstairs to Madison Wright behind the dish. Over at first base, Bray Mangold, second base Madeline Finley, third base Grace Dicker, shortstop Olivia Finley. In left field Cameron Robinson, in center field Morgan Hansen, and right Des Hansen. So two pairs of sisters on the field playing side by side. Center field and right field are the Hansens, and second and short are the Finleys. The 1-1 on its way. We're in the bottom of the first. I'll fix that here. Rachel has done a reasonable amount of growing here in the last year. Fastball's really jumped in speed, as is often the case, however, and when they hit growth spurts like that, she's lost about 1% of her accuracy. She's doing great, but every time, like I said, every time they grow a little bit, they have to readjust their release point and all that stuff. And she's one of the most accurate left-handers I've ever seen. Single up the middle there. Let's see if United can roll a pair here. Nice curveball on the outside for strike one. So leadoff batter aboard for Texas Elite as well. Grace Dicker, leadoff batter for United, was reached safely in her at-bat to start the game. Squares the bunt, lays one down. That's going to get foul. Grace picks it up, foul. Umpire makes a good call there. Getting some encoding overloading sometimes, so it may skip a frame here or there. My apologies. So Granke has just come out of the game. Biagini relieves him for the Stros with one runner on in the fourth. That ball popped up. That Maddie may be able to get to that one. She is. Nice play there. Looking right into the sun, and yet 10 still able to bring it down. So second batter retired. Lots of dirt on the pooter. They don't like that very much. Curveball delivered inside and fouled off to field 4. Between innings, I think I'll looks like it's doing fine at 60 frames right now, but if it becomes too much of a distraction, too skippy and jumpy, let me know on text, and I'll ball hit down the right field line. That's gonna get foul, and I'll send in a 2K image, a little higher quality image to the. Yeah, it's dropping to 38 frames to the converter. I may need to cut that back to 1080. So may stop between innings, so we can clean that up a little bit. Pitch on its way. Oh, good curveball down. That gets away from Madison, and runner able to advance to second on the wild pitch. Nice play there by Bray. Mangold, backhand, the ball hit well. That was number 11 at the plate for Texas Elite. That'll bring to the plate number 10. Bray made a nice stop, little stab, backhand, and 2 or 3 steps over to first base in time for the second out. But that did advance the leadoff batter to third base. She reached on a single to right, advanced to second on the wild pitch, and then now stands at third after that ground ball 3-U. Curveball in there for strike 1 on the inside, and I will definitely make the adjustment. So the stream may go down for just a little bit, but Lord willing, I'll get it back up pretty quick between innings. Oh, that curveball hit pretty hard. It's going to be a 3-hopper to the fence. That's going to drive in the leadoff batter. So the 4-hole, that's her job. Gets a hold of one that Rachel left upstairs. I thought it might have been a changeup. She floated, and the young lady got a hold of it, turned on it, and put it on the wall. So 2-1 now. Here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 outs. Pitch on its way. Oh, good. Change up on the inside. Called strike. Mariners have extended their lead over the Stros, 3-1. Outside. Just outside. Rachel checks her wristband into her windup, delivers the curveball in, jams the hitter, and therefore trickles one down the right field line. Number 99 is the hitter for Texas Elite. 17 is on deck. If I overhear any parents hollering names, I'll let you know. But Rachel into her delivery. Soft roller to Maddie. She's up with it quick. Fires over to Bray. Makes a good catch. And that's the end of the first inning. We scored 2-1. I'm going to see if I can't take care of some of that glitch, and I'll be right back. I understand. Okay, gang. Well, let me know. Still struggling to encode, but not much I can do. Output. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send it a super fast, blurry, ugly image and. See if it'll behave. Alright, this is 25. This is Cameron Robinson at the plate. I'm sitting right behind the umpire, so I can't see the player, but I see the number on her helmet. Cameron counting out 2-0. Coach Brad giving Cameron signs. I didn't see any sign. So she should be free. Looks at the first strike. Well, we are still overloading the... So, nothing I can do about it. We're just going to keep going. Reagan Switzer is on deck. Reagan not in the field. Must be either DHing or we could be hitting all 10. Yesterday no extra, today 1 extra. These tournament games are showcase formats, so really not tournament. It was 5 games, line draw bracket, I believe. As I mentioned, Texas lead out of Southeast Texas. The ladies beside me mentioned some of the names of the towns, but was not tuned in. Liberal was one of them, and I didn't pick up on the others. My apologies, but Cameron's still at first base. Count. Oh, a swinging and a miss, but the curveball down gets away from the catcher and allows Cameron to make her way down to second base. So, leadoff runner at second, 1-2 count on Reagan Switzer, number 13. Reagan, one of the 16U ladies. I believe she's going to be is she going to be a junior? She is from Goldthwaite, Texas. Catcher, plays a little first base here and there. Spinner, it's a drop third. First base is not occupied, so the pitcher wisely, after the catcher threw the ball, turn and throws to first to record the out. Cameron unable to take third on that out. So 1 out now, number 10, Maddie Finley at the plate. Maddie playing second. I think Cameron is in left. She's able to score on the delay steal, excuse me, and overthrow to third, underthrow actually. And here comes a bunch of dust from her slide to third. Alright, so we're back after the dust blew over. Now he looks at the second ball. 2-0. Pitch on its way. Fastball upstairs. Maddie being patient at the plate. I think she probably draw a walk if she'll Give her 3 more tries here to find the mitt. Pitch on its way. There's a strike. Three-one count to this graduate second baseman. That ball down in the dirt. That would have been ball 4, but instead it's a one-hopper to the shortstop and overthrown. And Maddie able to take second on the overthrow. So safe at second base is number 10, and 4-5 comes to the plate. Good heads-up base running there by the Turdy Birdie on the overthrow. I am holding the can of sunblock that I mentioned that I remember to bring, and remembering that I, though having it in my possession, have failed to distribute any. So I will leave you between half innings. Actually, I better leave you now. And make sure at least Olivia gets something. Hopefully, Maddie, the next half inning, I'll be back. All right, well, Morgan with an RBI on the drop third strike out. She advances to, well, she didn't reach safely, but on her run down to first, catcher throws, Maddie able to score. So on that at bat, Morgan strikes out, but picks up an RBI. So if I'm not mistaken, score now 4-1. Is that right, Christy? 4-1. Okay. 2 outs here in the top of the second. This will be United's last game of the day. At the plate now is the leadoff batter, another graduate, number 4. Grace Dicker. Coach Brad gives her a few little "you can do it" claps. Coach Keith Down at first base, waiting on her to get there. See if Grace can park one. She thought about hacking at that changeup, but lays off for another pitch. Kind of 0-2. Looks like the CPU has decided to behave itself now. Pitch on its way. Curveball outside. Just misses off the outside of the plate. That's a tough take on 0-2. So Grace with 9 lives at the plate. Let's see if she can. 2-2 now. Pitch on its way to 4. Full count. Pops it up to the second baseman. Should be a can of corn. And it is. So after 1.5, United leads 4-1. Defensively, I think things are probably going to stay the course. After a shed-long double, the Mariners now extend their lead over the Stros 4-1. So, Granke not getting a whole lot of support, but it's early and Granke's out, so Biagini, I believe, is still chunking for the Stros. Don't hold me to that, though. Basing all my commentary about him now on updates I'm getting from MLB app. So the 18U team might be in Portland. Next weekend. There's a little mix-up in the announcement of that tournament. Originally, it was games would start on Friday after we registered. We discovered that games would start on Thursday, which we don't have enough young ladies available on Thursday. So, depending on the schedule, which we should get here in the next couple days, we may or may not be attending that tournament. We were told that we could not forfeit games. We would be eliminated from the tournament. So hopefully we'll get Friday games, or the TD will make an exception to the no forfeit rule. But we'll see. Portland down in the Corpus area that's getting bucket loads of rain right now with Tropical Depression Hannah. So it may rain out anyway. Number 17 chops one to Rachel. Swing and bunt, and pretty good pitcher defender fields the ball cleanly, spins and fires. Those little soft hits on the third base side are tough, make for tough plays for left-handers in particular, left-handed pitchers. But Rachel defends the ball well, gets the out. Curveball in on number 24 for ball 1. Maddie able to, wow, nice catch there. That ball well struck into right center. Had at least a double written on it, but that was before it met the A2000 on Maddie's left hand. Good grab there, so 2 up, 2 down now. Number 9 at the plate, wearing some farm gloves, I believe, if I saw that correctly. As I mentioned, got an umpire in my view, so not able to see once they climb in the box. Yep, farm gloves. Pitch on its way from the southpaw. Went with the fastball out, missed. So the count out 2-0. Rachel delivers right down the pipe for strike 1. A lot of your hitters will sit on that 2-0 pitch, guess fastball, and time it out. Minimize the area that the bat head has to be in at contact. You know it's going to most likely be in the strike zone. That pitcher does not want to go 3-0, so a lot of them will green light themselves on that 2-0, but number 9 chose to look at that one, and now the count after a foul ball down the third base line is even at 2-2. Pitch on its way. The softy had her out in front, but 9 able to hold back just long enough to foul it off the end of the barrel, and by that I mean the cap. She threw another one, left that one upstairs. Rachel will do that. Delivers. Curveball right on her hands. Good pitch. She's got her set up for the screw away. Let's see what happens. Guriel singles in the bottom of the 4th. 2V scores. Astros now trail 2-4. So let's see if on 3-2 she can put this little screwball on the outside. I don't know what she'll throw. It looks like we're going in. Yep, another curveball in. So that's going to get into right. Desi thought about hosing her at first, but in and out of her glove on the bounce. So the young lady, number 9, battles her way on a base hit to right. 2 outs. Quattro coming to the plate. Fastball on the outside. Pitch on its way is the 0-1. That ball popped to right. Should be in the glove of Desi here momentarily. And indeed, the utility player extraordinaire pulls it out of the sky and records the 3rd out. So another 4 up, 3 down inning for Miss Holland. And we'll go to the top of the 3rd. Christy, it didn't toggle the up and down half. Can you hit the bottom button and then the top button again? Yeah, and now the top. Let's see if we get it. Yep, thank you. Alright, so to lead off the top of the third, Olivia Finley looks to bunt, but the ball takes a bounce and she pulls back. So the count will go to 1-0. Chuck, I think it's finished the batter. And that ball upstairs, 2-0 now to Olivia. And appreciate the info on, apparently they're a set of twins somewhere. Chuck says something about twins on a positive note being up 10-0. Those are some tall twins too. 10 foot. Oh, I'm not sure what he's talking about, but anyway. He is from Minnesota, so you never know, you know. But Stroh's 4-2, so they're coming back. They have with a 2-1 count. Pitch on its way. She swings at one at the shorty. Oh wow, what an effort out there by the shortstop. Diving effort just off the edge of her glove. So Olivia lives to see another pitch. So she can find the top half of that now with a 2-2 count and have another successful AB. Walked in her first at bat behind Grace Dicker, who singled on the left side of the infield, and those were the first two runners to score for United. Oh, Olivia lays off the high one there and runs the count full, 3-2. There, chops one right down the first baseline. That's going to be tough, and she's able to get there without a play being made. So another good hit there by Willa. Snowman to the plate. Rachel, I can pitch, I can hit. I'm a dang good outfielder. Holland, also known apparently as Avery in some contexts. I'm not sure. Birth name or something. She squares to bunt, pulls back. Nothing doing. Takes the ball down. Reddick walks with the bases loaded. And Brantley scores on the RBI walk. So Stroh's now trailing 4-3. Pitch on its way to Rachel. She does square to bunt, pulls back. That throw definitely on time. And Olivia able to get in, doing a little dance around the bag. The ball squibbles out of the glove of the shortstop. She made the catch, went to make the tag, but ball came out. Livy safe at second base, stolen base. 2-0 count to Rachel with Livy now in scoring position. Pitch on its way. Strike upstairs. That's that 2-0 pitch that we were talking about in the bottom half of the second. Like to see a hitter be guessing fastball, come out of their shoes and tag one to the green fence just like that. So she just waited another pitch to do it. 3-hopper to the wall. Rachel, as I mentioned, is seeing the ball quite well. Picks up another RBI with another double to right center. So nice work there. That'll bring Miss Desi, Comfort Deer, to the plate. Olivia comes in. United goes up 5-1. Still waiting on, oh, great hit there by Desiree Hansen. That'll be a, oh, yep, she's going to make it to second safely. So a single to left, and then the overthrow coming in from left field allows Desiree to get to second. She drives in Rachel from second base. So back-to-back, well, can't say that. 2 baggers, let's say that. Coach going to call timeout for Texas Elite side of things and make a pitching change. 00 is the new pitcher. She's going to get her 5-7 warm-up pitches. Good news, Martin Maldonado singles in the bottom of the 4th. 2-runner score. Astros now lead the Mariners. So things back to normal there. Astros on top. Who would have thought? Things are warming up here in the big city of Seguin, Texas. Zach Grotz now the relief pitcher for the Mariners. But as I mentioned, the wind blowing in. Well, now it's kind of blowing left to right, but temperature near the high for the day. Predicted high, 88 degrees. 90 is the prediction. This little Hurricane Hannah has brought with it some cooler, wetter weather. Seguin got a pretty good shower this morning, postponed the games 90 minutes or so, but they've been able to collapse the time between games down to get things sped up a little bit. Started this one at about 150, a little after. Curveball on the outside there from the new pitcher for ball 1. Bray Mangold. Uncle Chuck says, yay, Stroh's taking the lead. Mangold swings through one. Speaking of Uncle Chuck, another Minnesota turned Bandera living United parent fan. Bray, I believe, has got an 0-2 count. Let's see if she can, this little bulldog can drive. Oh, that gets her in the forearm. So deep in the, or no, I guess it was a 1-1 because that first curveball was outside. So HBP on the inside of her elbow, left elbow. We'll put runners at first and second. Madison Wright to the plate. I spoke highly of Madison's hitting in her last AB, and She dribbled one to the third baseman, I believe, so I'm not going to say a word about how well she's been striking the ball this weekend. But if I were to, I would tell you that she has been striking it quite well, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Not at all. Pitch on its way. She thinks about hacking at that inside heater, but lays off. I believe that'll even the count at 1-1. It will. No outs here, top 3. United with an opportunity. Pulls back on the bunt or missed it, one or the other, I'm not sure. I didn't, again, my view here is obstructed by the man in the blue shirt. Regardless, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ms. Wright. Pitch on its way, curveball outside. She pops, skies one of the pitcher, second base, or excuse me, not the pitcher, first baseman, but the second baseman. Bray was holding her spot there on the bag, and the first baseman backing up to get the ball, and couldn't quite get there with Bray. But second baseman able to get over there to make the catch anyway, call her off. So runners at first and second, 2 outs now, or no, 1 out. That'll bring to the plate Cameron Robinson. I'd like to see Cameron squares the bunt. Ball is pitched inside, and she fouled it off of her own body, I believe. So Cam, with the ability to knock one out of here, would put United up by quite a bit more, but just a base hit here would drive a run in as well. Pitch on its way. Ooh. Fastball upstairs. Cam took a big hack, came up empty. Come on, 2-5. Pitch on its way. Curveball outside, good pitch. But a better take. Got, is that right? No, Rachel scored Desi out there at second. Bob Ray Mangold at first. 1 out. Reagan Switzer on deck. Cameron at the plate. Off her hands. Could be 2. Nope. No, called her safe at first. Good hustle there by Cameron. Almost rolled the DP, but Cameron's kind of a fisty hit up the middle forces out Bray Mangold at second, but does pick up the RBI. Drives in Des for the 7th run. Goldthwait, Texas in the box. Reagan, gonna drop that one into right. That's gonna be a double. Oh, no. Well, she's gonna stretch it for 2. Whoa, just gets in there. How about that? And Cameron on third base. So Reagan double to right. Cameron to third. Maddie at the plate. And Morgan at third base. I'm sorry, on deck. Maddie looks at ball on the inside. Oh, here we go with the encoding overloading again. Oh well. Pitch on its way. The 1-0 is now the 1-1. Abreu comes in to relieve Biagini, so Stroh's with a pitching change here in the 5th and still up 5-4. Maddie at the plate, swings at the 2-1, puts it on the field behind us. Umpire blaming the catcher. Waiting on a softball to come in. All right, Finley with a 1-2 count. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Pitch on its way. Maddie pops up, but that's going to get out of play. Actually, it stays in play, but it climbs the fence on the way down. See if Finley can poke one out there in right center. Drive in a couple runs. Pitch on its way. Ball down in the dirt. About a 42-footer. Two now. North Lake Hills. Maddie enrolled to pursue a degree in graphic design there. There's a fancy new name for it, but I've forgotten. Takes a pitch on her toenails there. Just off the toenails, I guess. North Lake, like a lot of campuses, closed for the fall. They're just doing online classes, so looks like Olivia will hold on to her roommate for a little while longer. Maddie, oh, nice. It's a short hopper to the shortstop who pulls up on it, and ball scoots right between her legs. So Finley able to reach on the E6, so drives in a run. United now up 8-1, and Switzer to third base, and Finley to first. And I got a feeling she may not be there long, but Olivia Finley just about thrown out on her attempt to steal. Let's see if her sister can one-up her here. She was able to sneak around the tag, and ball popped loose and got in there safely. Finley bounces off a little ways, but nobody covering second base, so she will get the stolen base after all. Center fielder saw the whole thing develop. It was a race between Maddie and the center fielder to second base, but so wise move there by the collegiate. Morgan Hansen at the plate. Huge swing as of late. She can calm it down, just drive the ball back up the middle. Pops it up to right. It's going to be a tough one, though. The wind is blowing. Ball bounces in and out of the glove. That will go down as a base hit, as that was a difficult hit. Morgan's going to end up with a triple. It's a diving effort by the second baseman in and out of her glove. So United will pick up a couple more and score now 10-1. Navy. If you're looking for some entertainment, tomorrow at 9 a.m. on FBG.live, the Gillespie County Commissioners Court meeting. Boy, now that is a thriller. Yeah. Now sometimes they are. We'll be streaming that one live. Good Lord's willing, and that's the plan anyway. And uh-oh, a dribbler dead ball, foul ball. Grace off the hands there. So the count will go in 2 on the McMurray bound third baseman. But no, on a serious note, I've enjoyed, with the whole COVID thing, getting to stream those for the county. And Grace with a mighty hack, but pops one up to the second baseman. But again, keep in mind the wind, and second baseman able to retrieve this one. Heck of an effort on Hansen's pop to right triple. Diving effort, but the ball in and out. So we've been live now an hour and 6 minutes. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. p.m. I believe. It might be 2 p.m. on cordiallyinvited.live. We'll have a funeral service from St. Mary's Mass of Resurrection. So far this week, just a couple of streams, excluding today's activity. Coach Brad back behind the dish, warming his daughter up. Girls have had a pretty good day today thus far. Had a rough second game defensively yesterday, but won the first, lost the second, tied the third. And have played pretty well today. It's fun to be on this side of things a little bit. Reagan behind the plate. Madison Wright caught the... Chrissy, could you change the arrow again? And do you have fourth or what inning? Bottom 3? Okay, that's right. Yeah. So if you'll just toggle the top and bottom and finish with bottom, it'll toggle that arrow again, I hope. So, tap the bottom button. Is it working? Not working? Okay, there we go. Yep, thank you. So 10-1, Rachel still in the circle. Let's see, defensively, other than Madison Wright and Reagan swapping places, again, then Grace comes up with it, fires over to first base in time, 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 2 is retired. Other than swapping out our catchers, defensively things look the same. Number 7 to the plate now from the left side for Texas Elite, and number 8 is on deck. Oh, a little one hopper gets just under Cameron's glove off her shin bone. Made a good effort, but that ball just squibbling in. Dad gives her a yell. The Elite coach makes her way to third base box. Bottom 3, 1 out. Single to the left, and let's see, the player at the plate can't quite make her number out. Swings number 8, is that right? 8, yes. Takes a big hack at Rachel's offering, comes up empty. 0-1 is the count. Morgan in center, Cam in left, Desi in right, Bray at first, Maddie at second, Liv at short, Grace at third. Reagan behind the dish. Rachel delivers another strike on the outside. We talked about it before. A lot of the United players struggle with this too. As they age up and get older, they're so used to being successful by swinging with those shoulders in Little League, big heavy bats, straight flat pitches, and ball hit to right field. Desi can't get a handle on it, so runner from first able to reach second. So single to right, 1 bag error on the advance. But so many of them swing with their shoulders and really struggle on the outside pitch until they learn to trust those hands. Keep the barrel by their head on the way to the ball, not straighten out that front elbow on their stride. They go to load up, they straighten that front elbow, which pushes the hands back, and therefore the bat further away from the ball, if you think about it. Runner steals second safely. And the last thing you want to do when the ball is coming at you quick is make it even quicker by taking your bat away from the ball. rolls over there, grounds one foul. But as they get older and get a little more experience, they learn to keep those hands inside the plane of the ball and barrel back and try hitting more center right center on those outside. There's a good job of waiting back on the changeup by number 13, but Rachel just took enough off of it to fool her. And the softy. Oh, check 1-2. Hello. There we go. And the softy Air Maddie out there. Air Jordan ain't got nothing on 10. Well, maybe a foot and a half or so. But Maddie comes down with it. Nice block there by Reagan on what would have been a pass ball, and 7 was coming hard from third base. She would have scored had that ball gotten past Reagan. Reagan. Avery. Good battery there. Ball squibbled into right field. Good job there by 11 at driving in a couple runs for Texas Elite. And good job by number 11 at just what we were talking about. Outside pitch. Hit it to the outside. Let it go right. Rather than using those shoulders to roll over on it, easy ground ball to the left side. So good at bat there. That'll bring to the plate number 10. Oh, that might find the grass. Oh, Speedy Morgan Hansen says no, I think not. Yes, Chuck, absolutely. The difference between Maddie and Jordan, a foot and a half and a few $1 million. Good call. 10-3 now. United still up on Elite, but they got a couple that inning. I reckon this will be our last half. We did start a little early though, didn't we? Just after the coaches meeting, I think. So 80-minute games means we got about 5 left, maybe a little more. Looks like Olivia will lead things off again. She had a nice chop slap down the first base line in her previous AB. Walked in her first AB in the first inning. And I believe she scored both times. Last update on the Stros, still 5-4. Umpire and having a conversation with Liv there. I have to find out what that one's about later. Here, let's see what Willa's got in mind here. She, as I mentioned, she chopped on a full count for a single up the right side. Looks at ball 1 low and away there. Coach Brad encouraging her to read her defense to see what she wants to do. Yeah, I was going to guess she'd be laying a soft one down. But pulls back on the pitch low and away for ball 2. The 2-0 to the leadoff batter is a strike. Hit hard. Power slap down the left field line. Got past the third baseman. Olivia will slide in safely at second with a double and comes up gimping on that knee. most loosely jointed players or athletes I've ever seen. Olivia Grace will relieve her on the bases. Olivia must be. She loves to run the bases. I'm kind of surprised at that, but she did come up gimping after that slide on that knee. So leadoff double will bring Rachel to the plate. As I mentioned in Rachel's last AB, goodness, the girl has been seeing the ball. Pitch on its way to the pitcher, ball upstairs. The 1-0, ball outside, becomes 2-0. Rachel at the plate. Olivia reached on the double to the left, but has a sub runner for her at second, and Grace, after the strained knee, sliding into second. Okay, the time has expired. Umpire has made the official announcement that Rachel will be, or Avery, however you want to, birth name, real name, whatever. She'll be the last batter. 2-2 is the count on number 8. So if she hits it, she's just going to keep running, because time has expired in these showcase games and it has finished the batter. So pitch on its way. She dribbles one back to the pitcher, and that's going to do it. So Grace thought about scoring. So thanks for watching, folks. Y'all enjoy the Astros game. Keep them winning. Keep Maldonado hitting the ball. Kevin, good to hear from you, bud. Y'all take care.